almost a year of work, so we were excited.
All right, well, thank you again. And tonight's superintendent's report. Every day is an adventure as a superintendent in any single district, but today was special. And we started our day this morning with a message from the city that 6 of our schools on the west side of Carmel were without water. And we didn't know what happened, water main break, whatever it was, but they didn't have water. And what makes me so proud as superintendent is when everybody comes together. We keep a calm head. We take the information that we have, the data that we have, the leadership team assembles together, and we go to work. And we are very happy that we did not need to send our students home today. I was this close to sending I was minutes away from sending I don't even know how many students that would have been, thousands of students home because they didn't have working restrooms. And that was the biggest issue. And Toby Steele, our director of operations, said, give me 1 more minute. And I'm like, you got a minute. And he made a call. Toby was on the ground with Citizens Water, with the city of Carmel, communicating with them, getting updates in real time, relaying those to our team and to us. And in that minute, Mr. Steele called us back and said, water will be available in 10 to 15 minutes. And so with that, we had multiple plans ready to go. Mrs. Bauer had multiple communications ready to go no matter what decision we had to make. And fortunately, we were able to move forward with school today. It wasn't easy. I applaud our principals, our assistant principals, our teachers, our food service employees, our custodians. On the west side of Carmel, it was all hands on deck. At one point, once I knew we were going to stay in school, I personally hopped in my car. I drove to BJ's, giving a little shout out to BJ's Warehouse, and I loaded 30 cases of water in my car, and I drove it to Clay Center Elementary, and I drove it to Creekside Middle School. Christy Cloud, our director of technology, did the same thing. Our food service, kudos to our high school, who said, we have extra cases of water, come to the high school, and we divvied all of those cases of water to those 6 schools on the west side, and we just did whatever needed to happen to serve our kids and our families and our staff members. And so truly, it was a collaboration amongst our team here. Together we achieve. The city was phenomenal. Thank you again to Mayor Finkham and city officials. I want to say thank you again, Christy Cloud, our Director of Technology, Mr. McMichael, Dr. Herrera, Dr. Dudley, the whole team, all hands on deck. Mr. Woodward was working in overdrive today, and that gentleman has a calm presence about him. Lieutenant Miller in the back, taking great care of us. My goodness, we're grateful to have Lieutenant Miller, our SROs. The Carmel Police Department is just incredible. But we have, just to let you know, as you know, there's a boil alert in effect. I believe it's west of 31. And so we have plenty of water being delivered as we speak to our schools for the morning. They will be well stocked. Our food service, Jennifer McFarland, my goodness, she is a magician. She is just incredible, ensuring our students get fed in a time where the water's not going. And I don't know if this is accurate. I probably shouldn't say it, but what I heard was that the reason we had water is because the city of Westfield directed water to Carmel today. And what an amazing thing to live in Hamilton County and the cities working together. If that is accurate, that's what I heard, that's pretty incredible. So thank you to all involved, and today was truly an adventure. Also, thank you, and not a thank you, well, yes, a thank you, but congratulations. Carmel Clay Schools has the Indiana School Social Worker of the Year this year. And that is from Smoky Row Elementary School, Mrs. Elizabeth Elliott. So let's give her a round of applause if she's watching. We're very proud of her and the work that she does, with our skills for success and our employability skills and those Tier 2 interventions. She's incredible. So congratulations, Elizabeth. I already talked to you about In the Know with Dr. O. Tune in, 11:15 a.m. My first guest is going to be Mrs. Pittman from Carmel Middle School, and then also Mr. James, who oversees our radio program. So we get to learn a lot about that tomorrow. I want to thank the Carmel Farmers Market. On Saturday, I was the bell ringer at the Carmel Farmers Market, so I had to load up. I got all kinds of great things from the Carmel Farmers Market, so that was very kind of them to invite me, but most importantly, to include our schools in the community, and so I really appreciate all the volunteers at the Carmel Farmers Market. Want to do a special shout out to Mr. Gary Clevenger and Mr. Rob Yull. Gary is our Director of Transportation. Rob is our router for the district. He is the gentleman that puts together all of the different routes our bus drivers drive each and every day. And at the beginning of the year, it was a puzzle. We have bridges out. We had roundabouts being worked on. We had all kinds of challenges that were going on throughout the district, and he just put a beautiful schedule together, and so I really appreciate Rob Yull and the work that he does. Finally, speaking of bell ringers, the bell ringers have to go to Carmel Clay Schools and our buildings and our staff and our teachers and our administrators, the people up here with me tonight. I went to all 15 schools on the first day of school, and I heard multiple times from nearly every principal that this has been the smoothest first day of school that they could remember and the smoothest week of school that they can remember. And that's thanks to everybody working together, ensuring we are prepared to meet the needs of our students. We work in an incredible community. I want to give a shout out to our parents for just having our students ready to go for day one. I was walking in Carmel Elementary School on day one, and the students had their hugs and they had their bubbles, and they were walking in a perfect line on day one and ready to go to lunch, and they do such a great job meeting the expectations of our teachers and our buildings and our classrooms. And so thank you, parents. We appreciate you. We have some parents in the audience right now. Thank you to our students who are just incredible. And thank you to our teachers, our administrators.